William, go for it.
9.3
And what can we now do, Kiara, really loud? So we can identify what they are and what their measures are. Can somebody tell me the definition of a complementary angle? Bennett?
angles, 2 or more angles that add to 90 degrees.
2 or more angles that add up to 90 degrees. Can somebody tell me supplementary, Josie? Really important question. When you are identifying complementary or supplementary angles, do they have to be next to one another?
No.
As long as they add up to 180, or as long as they add up to 90, depending if you're talking supplementary or complementary, they do not have to be touching. A lot of people get confused by that. If angles are touching, what would they be called? Adjacent angles. They would be next to one another or touching. And what should be touching? Their sides or their vertex in order to be considered adjacent? Sides or vertex? So DBE. Okay, this one right here. Let me redo that one. Is DBE adjacent to ABC? Yes or no? No! No! They are not touching on sides. This side does not touch this side. This side does not touch either of these sides. They do share a vertex. It doesn't mean they're adjacent. They're only adjacent if they have 2 sides that they share together. Does that make sense? Okay? Cool. What does this symbol mean? Right, which means what?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. So if you have a measure for CBD at 36 degrees, can you tell me what ABC is since you know it's a right angle? Yes or no?
Yes.
It would be 90 subtract 36. And then you could figure out the angle measure for ABC. Yes or no?
Yes.
And that works out to be what?
54.
54 degrees. Okay? Sweet. Nice work. If A and E here for number 5 is a straight angle, is it true that either 2 or 3 of those could be added up together to get to a supplementary or a set of supplementaries? Yes or no?
Yes.
So on number 5, we gave a couple of examples. Are these the only 2 examples that work?
No.
There is also a couple more ways you could get supplementary angles. As long as you have 2 or more angles that have to 180, you're good to go. Number 6 was crazy. We kind of kept expanding and expanding on that one. Ultimately, the point is, if you know enough information, you can figure out missing angles. Yes or no? Okay, so there's a lot of information, and that's kind of a sloppy problem. And number 7 is our proof that 2 angles that aren't necessarily adjacent or touching can still add up to be complementary or supplementary. In this case, we're dealing with complementary. Got it?
Got it.
Questions, comments, quandaries, quibbles, quotes, queries, or whoops?